Okie dokie, everybody. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Live stream 35? I think this might be number 35, guys. My name is Marcel. I am starting up a business and documenting it, and this is one of the videos that I'm documenting with. So I had a very slow work day today, which is fine by me. It's actually pretty boring. Sort of have to fill in time at the office. But I had a few thoughts today which came to me, which I thought was pretty good, and yeah, I'll just get straight into it. Oops, stats. There's your stats. 0 installs, 0 pairs. YouTube subscribers went up. So I'm like really thinking far ahead, and I'm not sure how far ahead I should talk about, because I don't really want to say stuff without, you can't really talk about stuff that you haven't got evidence for, or like stuff that you haven't done. But there's no way to really talk about what I'm thinking about unless it's like years down the track kind of ideas. But the goal really for All City Hot Water is to have employees and grow big enough to, have a team. And I was thinking today that how you would get employees, I think these days is a lot. I think a good way to think about it would be a lot different to how I'm thinking about it is a lot different to how I imagine most people would approach it. And so I follow someone on Instagram who is basically a influencer, and he's a plumber. And it got me thinking, like, if you were to document, basically start a personal brand as a plumber, you've got a resume, like a continual resume of your work. And if you do, I guess if you're documenting yourself plumbing, you're probably going to be a half decent plumber, or documenting some sort of journey as a growing in plumbing. You are accountable. You have accountability for the quality of the work that you do, because you're documenting it and displaying it publicly. You're getting connections amongst the plumbing community wherever you live. And that's pretty much it. Keep it to those 3 points. And if more people did that, then companies could have like cherry pick, or like have a whole bunch of plumbers that they could pick from to employ. So from the person who's doing the work, the content, I'm just going to use all the words that I need to use. So a plumber creates content that basically is a smorgasbord of their work for potential employers to see. And you can basically open up a whole bunch of doors to where you want to work, or have leverage to ask for what you want to get paid. And it just works on so many levels. Like, your work quality is going to be better. Your it's kind of opens up the doors to the type of work that you want. If the work that you're doing is reflective of the plumbing work that you want to get into, what your work can be, your personal brand can be used as promotion for the company that you're working for. It's like there's more eyes on you and the company, and I just can't see any downside to plumbers creating content, except probably using up, doing jobs less efficiently. But if as you get better at it, you can sort of create content and film stuff without adding a huge amount of time to your jobs. So I guess what I'm thinking of in terms of employees rather, for way down the track, is I'd like to be able to choose someone that I know is a good plumber because of all the work that I've seen him do online. And you can get a taste for what someone's like. Instagram obviously is like a bit of a highlight reel, but if you see a bit, that was the other thing. If you are quite personal in your personal brand, like behind the scenes and like showing things outside of plumbing, people can also get to know you through that and decide whether or not you're a fit for their business. But basically what I'd want to encourage is like young plumbers to start content, connect with these guys now as they grow their personal brand, and then after years of doing that, I've got a relationship, they've developed a personal brand, I can see what kind of work they do, and then offer like a job to these guys when I have enough work to do it, to employ people. So it's like if I can encourage young guys to start their personal brand, then I can sort of grow with them and they grow with me, until eventually we work together. Now, I've got other ideas for like when I do have a team, which also I'll withhold for now. But yeah, I feel like what I might start doing is like really encouraging people to start their own their own like plumbing journey. Younger plumbers, older plumbers, whatever, tradies, and kind of grow that community. So that's sort of given me a good like path to follow, as well as the documenting of this. And I think it'll pay off in the future. So to do that, I think I need to really show how to make content. Basically, like teach people how to make content so they can make the content, so I can see what kind of work they do. They have a personal brand that would help my company, and it can help them grow to even eventually start their own company if that's what they wanted. And if you did start your own company, to have like years of a personal brand, a foundation of years of a personal brand behind you, like that would be so valuable, I'd imagine. And it's also part of the reason why I'm doing this. Like the biggest like hot water company in Sydney that's smashing out thousands of water heaters a year. Like nobody knows nobody has any. There's no documentation of their work. online for people to see. And just to have the... Oh, camera issues. Pause. I think people can still hear me. To have that documentation from, like, I've got however many posts I've got. Let's have a look here. I have posted 328 times on my Instagram account, and that's 328 times. That's 328 more times than... Oh, done. Close the door. You can, the reflection. That's 328 more times than, like, more not exposure, more documentation than, like, your same day hot water company, or some, like, big companies that are out there. So let me see if I can summarize this in some way. Encourage plumbers to start a personal brand. Show them how to do it. Work with them in the future. And work with them in the future. I think that's a good three-pronged approach. Encourage, show them how, and then work together. Yeah. So that's something I'm gonna be focusing on, I guess. Content. Today, I did another profile video today. The profile videos don't do that well, but they're good for... I feel good about doing them to get information out that I want to get out. I do need to practice the wording and the delivery on some of that stuff, but they've been good. These, like, little cutout things. I think the video quality is getting better. CapCut, as I said, is very good. So if you're starting a personal brand, get CapCut. And anyone that does want to do, like, a personal brand, I'm so happy to, like, guide you through it. What I know, which is very limited. Not very limited. I've got a fair idea. I've been, like, editing videos with other Instagram accounts a fair bit. But yeah, I will, like, tell you how to do it, because it's going to be mutually beneficial. But yeah, so the content's been still pretty fun to make. I did a little recap thing that's flopped. We've got 400 views on that, which is crazy because that 400 views was definitely not a flop in January, which is 2 months ago. So it's cool to see the leveling, the standards changing. Business, I think the content creating, trying to encourage people, plumbers, to content create is part of the business thoughts. That was really what I wanted to chat about mostly. So that's all covered. Let's go a little stats. Big fat 00 today. Not common. Was pretty slow at the company I worked for today. A company I work for. But yeah, it was in the yard. My boss seems pretty chill about it. So we're still at 67 jobs for the year, and my subscriber count went up. I'll post a link to my YouTube channel pretty much every day in my stories on Instagram, and I think, yeah, just keeping that consistent will slowly build the subscribers. All right, I reckon that'll do me for today. If you tuned in, thank you. highly encourage people to start filming themselves. It's very hard to begin with. Just talk to yourself, watch it and delete it, practice at home, whatever, do stuff and not post it. I'm a little bit more resistant to embarrassing myself, so it's a little easier, but the more you do it, the easier it does get. Just break the seal and the flood will come. All right. Till next time, guys. Ooh. See you tomorrow.